So, Chris, another year, another Jordan.
Another J, another dollar.
Let's get time for you to unbox it since I don't think you'll like it.
All right, let's see. Already preparing for the disappointment.
Let's get right to it. Hey everyone, and welcome to SneakerWeb. My name's Rico.
My name is Chris.
And today we have the Air Jordan 36. Another year, another Jordan, like I mentioned earlier. And I'm very intrigued with this. Chris, what are your thoughts initially?
I am perplexed.
Okay.
Lots of materials. Lots of...
Really? Because I see holes in the shoe.
It's holes, but they're not the materials that you'd expect on a Jordan, at least for me.
Okay. Performance-wise or casually?
Just casual. If you're performance, even performance though, it's kind of different.
Are you the type of person where you rock your performance shoes off court?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it can be casually worn, then yes.
So this is not your cup of tea?
No, not specifically this, and we'll get into the reason why.
Get into the reason why.
Okay, first we'll start with this clear. I don't know if you guys can see this on video, but you can actually see right directly through this shoe.
So what he's talking about is the lino weave upper that's on the material on the upper that they've used this year. Yeah,
it's very different. For me personally, it feels a little thinned out, but I know you've played in these, so you may have a different opinion.
I mean, try to stretch out the material. Try to do it.
I don't know. It just reminds me of like this weird, like not mesh, but if anybody's ever seen like one of those foreign carrying bags, like it's a woven bag, pretty much. That's what this kind of reminds me of. It just, I don't know. It's different. I'll give it that. It's very different. I know this is reminiscent of the Jordan 6. It takes some elements from that, seeing how high the tongue is. It does have this neat little back tab here thing.
It does.
That's pretty cool. It does have this little spoiler like the back piece.
Yep, like the 6s.
Yeah, like the 6s. So they did take some elements from that. They do have a bit of suede.
They do have some nice suede touches. I believe it's all synthetic though. I believe. I could be wrong. It does feel premium though. I do like the premium touches.
Yeah,
especially on a $180 shoe.
I think the only downside for me personally that I don't think, aside from the colorway, because I'm not a huge fan of this colorway, but it's just this clear. Personally for me, I wouldn't spend the amount of money, at least for this specific material.
Well, before we get further into what you don't like about the shoe, I'm going to give the technical breakdown on the Jordan 36. So we have this beautiful herringbone traction in a nice spread out pattern. I'm pretty sure it's going to grip the court very nicely, as you can tell. I've already started playing in these and testing in them. I couldn't wait to get these out the box. They feel very nice on foot. Now, I do have a little bit of concern with the zoom pocket here. There is some space where it protrudes out a little bit. So you might have some dust bunnies or you might slip out from teeter-tottering a little bit. But again, that'll be fully examined in the testing of this shoe. So, but the cushion in these, it's I believe a Cushlon midsole. It's either Cushlon or Phylon. I'll have to look it up and then I'll put it in the text here. But it's one of those two, and then you have two zoom pods, one of the forefoot that protrudes out, and then one here in the heel, which you can actually see through this visible hole here on the bottom. And then you have a zoom strobel board, which goes through the entire thing. So this is all zoomed out, Chris. You're going to be zooming in these.
I think zoom I can appreciate. Personally with Jordans, it's just there's certain touches that I feel like just comes off as a little bit cheap to me.
Right.
But I do also like that they're going for a lighter feel on the Jordan 36. So I'll give them that specifically. Again, I do like the traction on the bottom.
Yeah.
I do like that it comes all the way, even close to like the edge of the foot, and it doesn't just stay on, right underneath. I do agree that this is raised, so that may be of a little bit of concern for some people.
Right.
But overall, I think this is reminiscent of a lot of Jordans, and they're just...
Really? Because I only see the 6 in these, because I see the design on the tongue, which is actually the 6 lettering inside the tongue.
Yeah.
And you also see the little lace cap here, except this one you could not remove. It's stitched to the tongue permanently, which is annoying to tie up.
Yeah, that should have been removable.
Right. That should have had that little magnet clip or some type of clip mechanism on here.
Yeah.
But also, like I mentioned, along the upper, you have this lino weave, which acts as not only your ventilation, but your structure along the design upper. And then you also have the stability plates, which is also a concept that they drew from the 6s. You remember those raised peaks that they had on the 6s?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what these are supposed to be reminiscing of.
Gotcha.
Also on the other side as well. Also talking about stability, you have some torsion stability with this TPU. Yes, I believe it's TPU because I don't think this is carbon fiber.
No, it's not.
This is a TPU plate here in the middle. And then you have a pretty tall heel counter and a pretty wide one at that. It's pretty sturdy so far from my initial test review. But other than that, I'm excited to just keep playing in these.
How's the back heel support?
Back heel support is very nice. It's very light but very sturdy as well. So you do have some range of motion, but you don't feel like you're going to be sliding off the footbed in these.
Yeah, that was one of my concerns too, because when I felt it, it seemed a little thinned out.
Yeah.
But now that you're saying that it's pretty okay, then I don't have too much quarrel with that.
Right. And then you also have a pretty wide base. You can see that. And then you have a nice rounded outrigger. It doesn't fully flatten, but you do have something to stop you on lateral movements as well.
Yeah. And I think that's pretty cool. We can get to the laces.
Ooh, yes.
Excellent.
It's an interesting material.
I do like that they're metal.
Yeah, like the...
Was that what you were about to say?
No.
Oh.
I was going to say the aglets are not... They feel a little odd.
Okay.
I'll give it that. It does give me a plasticky feel.
Are they metal or are they plastic?
No, they're plastic.
Oh, okay. I thought they were metal.
No, it's plasticky.
Well, you fooled me.
Yeah. By just looking at it, you'll think that it is actually metal, but it's actually just, plastic. Which is why it's kind of disappointing to me, because it just feels like they didn't put enough into the materials like how they did with the 35s or the 31s. I felt like there was more emphasis on that versus with this. It just seemed like they just threw like a mesh style piece together and then just place a sole on it.
I think that this is an evolution piece from the 34 in my opinion. The 35 I feel like was a detour.
Yeah.
Just like the Jordan 5, like in the original line, because if you saw the Jordan 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, you kind of saw the evolution of like, okay, this is performance based. I feel like the 5, although it was still performance, it was leaning towards more of the lifestyle, and I think that's what the 35 did. With this, I think it's back to, okay, no, this is a performance shoe, and we're going to keep it that way.
Yeah.
But any other thoughts before we close this out? Because I'm about to just pump up the ball and just go do my drills real quick.
I'm probably gonna wait for the next one.
Okay.
I wasn't super. This didn't catch me as much as anything from the 31s to the 35s did. But hopefully next season, when Jordan, puts out the shoe that's based off the 7s, we'll get something that's maybe a little bit more different. But I do like the direction that they're going as far as making the sneakers more futuristic and showing that it's an improvement or even just a basketball improvement from where the previous models were.
I like the fact that Jordan is kind of back on top in the sense that from the 34, the 35, and now the 36, that they're the top performing shoes. Because I remember there was a time from... I believe it was the 33 and the, I want to say 30 were like hit or miss. Like basically the 31 was a hit.
Yeah.
The 30 was a miss. The 32 was a hit. The 33 was a miss.
Yeah.
And then now they've had like consecutive years with the 33, the 35, and the 36. So I am very excited and very much anticipating the next model right after this one.
Yeah.
But you guys will definitely get a performance review from these first. And that takes care of everything for the Air Jordan 36. Stay tuned for the performance review. Make sure you guys subscribe and like the video. It helps us out a lot. We are actually almost at our end goal. By the time this is edited and uploaded, I hope we're at that goal.
Yeah.
But with that being said, make sure you guys swing by next time for any more content coming your way here.
All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Peace. So, Chris, another year, another Jordan.
Once again, I am prepared to be disappointed. But let's get right into this video. No, I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Oh, gotta love the outtakes.
Yeah.
Gotta love the outtakes. So, Chris, another year, another J.
Another one in the books.
What was that?
I don't know, bro.
You sound like an octopus. Like with the suction cup thing?
Yeah. Okay, I got a good one. Okay,
You got a good one?
Go ahead.
All right. So, Chris, another year, another Jordan. What happened now?
I'm sorry. I
thought you had it cocked and loaded.
I did. I just got it straight out. Okay.
All right.
All right.